Yo, so what's going on, you sausage ticklers? My name is Poe, and we're playing a little bit more Black Ops today. Just a random video, pulled it right out the folder. Don't even know what it is, but YOLO, roll with it. And I'm sure many of you guys are curious about what the title of this video says, and curious about the route that I'm going to be taking with this commentary, and in fact, this is an entire commentary about farting. It was a challenge. I can't believe I'm doing this. It was a challenge issued to me by a subscriber who said, "Hey, Pone, I bet you can't make an entire commentary about farting." And you know what? This is just me proving you wrong, Mr. Guy. I'm going to fart all over your fart challenge. So, honestly, I'm going to take a serious route with it too, because I'm just that fucking good. Seriously. So, I want to talk about farting. Now, farting is, just simple. It's amazing. I love farting. It's good for the body. It's good for the soul. Have you ever just really let one rip and it's so powerful too. Not the fart itself, not the ripple effect, not the fart, but in fact the power that the fart has over the person. A fart can make a person laugh, like randomly. Don't care who you are, how uptight you are, but I don't know if you're in. It just might be the circle of friends I'm around, the people I know. But a well-timed fart could be the funniest thing in the world. So I am, in fact, one of the experts in the Passius Gaseous, and I really, really do appreciate a good fart. Now, like I said, imagine this, just picture it in your head. You go into the bathroom, you're just a public bathroom, you're like a Walmart or wherever you go to, and you go in there and you start just peeing at the urinal, right? And then all of a sudden you just randomly just hear, you lose your shit, right? I can't help but laugh, because there's a guy in there randomly, and he tried so hard not to let that out, but he did, and you can't help but lose your shit in the middle of the place, dude. It's just like the funniest thing ever. Farts are hilarious. They're healing. Farts have healing powers, and I can't believe I'm doing this. It's just like one of those beautiful, beautiful things. Now, my wife is quite a farter. Don't let her know that I told you this. She farts in her sleep. And it's just not, it's not your standard, simple, basic one. No little kosher farts from her. No, she detonates. That's what that is. And it's really, really crazy because she's open to admitting it. She's not one of those girls like, oh, girls don't fart, we toot. Not one of those. No. She's not afraid of farting or anything like that. She's not afraid of burping, anything like that. And that's romance right there. And that's what I like farting for. Farting is a friendship gauge. It lets you know how comfortable you are with the person. If you've been with a girl and she starts farting in you, she cares about you, bro. That is what determines it. When you're hanging out and you're laying on the couch watching a movie and she drops ass right in front of you, and you're like, nice rip, hon. That's love. It's deep. Yeah, I did. And you guys can't argue this either, because it's fact. But the fact that I'm just comparing farts to love and everything like that, and attachment and comfort, and it's true. Not to mention the relief a fart can give you. My God, it's like it cleanses you, It just lets everything out. You feel lighter, right? Lighter on your toes and everything, I just sit there and I do it I'll be streaming, and I'll drop ass and I'm like, you guys hear that? And they'll be like, yeah, Pone, that's disgusting. I'm like, I feel better though, so don't care about your ears. I just feel better about my butt. And it's great, dude, and I don't know. I think it's because gases are, like, painful for the body, and it's just not necessary. I'm one of those guys that don't care who I am. I'll be walking down the aisles at stores, and I'll just drop ass next to, like, 40 people. Don't even care. Don't point fingers. Just walk by with a smirk on my face, like, yeah, bitch, that was me. You mad? You mad, bitches? And, that's just how it is. And farting is, like I said, it's helpful. It's good for the body. People look at it like it's a bad thing. Now, I'm not encouraging farting, because the last thing I want is a fart orchestra as I walk by. It's not something I'm looking forward to, but to let it out here and there. And I heard it's bad for your bodies. It may build up your abs, but it's bad for your bodies to try to hold one of those things in. I heard it's really, really, really bad, And don't ask me. It's not like I did my research. It's just things that my grandmother told me over the days, Just those crazy things, sitting too close to the TV. That shit doesn't really count, but I do believe that, because, if you try to hold it in, or you try to let it squeak out, or try to make it silent, you don't suppress a fart. Just saying, dude. Just let it out. If anybody judges you, it's just because they're insecure, because they fart too. I don't know. I just think it's funny. As long as you're not around food, because that can use just the smell, and it ruins dinners, and it's horrible. But, that's just me talking on it. And yes, that's right. I just did master a commentary about farting. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I can't believe I did a commentary over it. But I went with it, and it was pretty solid. Let me know what you guys think. If you enjoyed the commentary, drop a like rating on the videos. It does help me out a lot. And again, I'm always open to commentary showdowns. Any kind of nice little challenges you may have for me, things that you don't think I can talk about, or things you want to see me talk about. Don't be afraid to hit me up on Twitter like, Pone, talk about this or that. Don't be afraid to drop a comment down below and do that. But anyways, guys, have a good day. Fart in urinals. Make people laugh. Peace out. Spread smiles. And cheeks.